Alright, so maybe road riding is totally your thing. Maybe it's not. Well, let's talk about how we could make it a little more fun either way. Alright, so I'm taking off on a road ride right now. And it's honestly, not my first choice. I'm wearing a mountain helmet. This road jersey never gets used. Mountain helmet. See, I don't get why I can go against road bike styling conventions and wear a mountain helmet. I don't know, you do you. I'm really a mountain bike rider, but we can make a road ride a little bit more fun. Some of the ways we can do that, well, let's talk about it. First, a really not super good day when the trails are super muddy. Some places that doesn't matter as much, but here in Utah, we can't ride muddy trails. We just can't. Today is actually a really nice day, that's why. But on a not super nice day when the trails are really muddy, you can get out on your road bike and have a blast. Sometimes the stationary trainer is an option for people, but other times you gotta get out and ride your bike. Another reason is that you can have a little bit different experience pedaling, meaning you just pedal. You don't have to worry about your line choice as much. You do have to worry about not getting run over or blowing a red light or a stop sign or whatever other hazards you might find on a road bike. But you generally don't have to worry about big gnarly rock gardens and things like that. Particularly if you're on a road like this, that's just wide open and you'll see a car maybe every hour. Some of us have access to those, some of us don't. Either way, find something that works for you. Second, you can just turn your brain off. Just pedal. You can plug in some tunes and not worry about interrupting other people. You don't have to worry about being in the way or somebody calling out on your left or something. It's a little bit less of a hazard on the road when you're just out there by yourself. Now, you do have to be careful of other users, yes. You do have to be careful with cars, but it's a little less of a hazard than it would be on a trail. Next step, you can find some really, really, really nice scenery out on the road. Who'da thunk? Yes, on the mountain bike, you're a little bit more in it, but we're making the best of what we got here, right? Next, look at how you're riding. If you're riding something really straightforward, really, really simple, look at how you're riding it. If you're riding a little bit too tight, smashing out power in a way that's not healthy for your joints, your knees especially, all sorts of random little things you can think about because your brain is otherwise not super occupied with line choice and trying to avoid rocks and bumps and jumps and things. You can think about how you're really riding the bike. To give you a musical analogy, if you were practicing technique exercises, you're not necessarily thinking about what you're playing super hard because it's a really easy thing. Instead, you're thinking about how you're playing. You're developing your technique by really focusing on the technique itself rather than the exercise. Same thing here. If you're not really worried about the trail as much, you can look at how you're riding the bike. Don't forget to make it utilitarian, meaning just useful. If you need to go to the store and you need to pick up something small, just take a road bike in your backpack. Sometimes that's all you need. Or if you're going to just checking on a friend, or you're going to the phone store to replace a phone or fix a phone because somebody dropped it. Or you're going to your student's performance down with their marching band, based on a true story. Take your road bike. Just leave the car at home. Then you can count it on Strava as a commute and get extra kudos for that. Next, look at doing some intervals. Use that time for training. Get stronger, get faster. That gives you a seriously good, satisfactory feeling when you get done with the ride, knowing that, hey, you're getting faster, and that'll apply to your mountain riding. Now, let's get after it. Enough just standing here. Let's go ride a bike.